Well, a very good morning to you. Here we are, beautiful day. It's time of filming, it's Sunday the 26th of April, and we're off to my local club here in the New Forest, Exbury. We're off there now for their car shows they put on there. A chap called Jeff organises it all, makes a fantastic job. It's normally a really good turnout, sometimes probably a bit too popular, and in the past they've had to unfortunately turn people away, which is a shame really, but there we are. Configurations of what they're allowed to have there, etc. is kind of what they're governed by. So anyhow, today a little bit different. I'm not quite sure how much of the show I'll be able to show you, because we've actually offered to help out with the marshalling of the show today, so we might be a bit busy with that, but try and show you a little bit about what it's all about, and then if you're local to the area or you fancy a nice trip out to the forest for a day out, as you've probably seen by my previous videos, where Exbury Club is, it's near Exbury Gardens, Bewley Motor Museum, and you're really pretty much in the heart of the New Forest National Park, as it's now called, and it's a beautiful place on a day like today to spend your day. So we'll just show you a little bit of the journey to the club, and then hopefully later in the video we'll catch up with you. And you would have seen from the previous videos, unfortunately the car that we were going on about is going to be coming up for sale. We've not been furnished with any of the details. Unfortunately, that's the reason why it didn't appear in the last video. But we are going to look at some other content as well to add to these little journeys out, to hopefully bring you a bit more enjoyment. And I'd welcome any ideas anybody's got of what they'd like to see on the content as we go. So just get on with the drive now. We are on the main little road now. You heard me in previous videos. This is the home of some beautiful ponies, donkeys, cattle, deer, and there is a 40 mile an hour limit for speed all the way through the New Forest, and I just urge people, if you are coming down here, please stick to the guidelines of 40. It doesn't mean to say you've got to do 40, it doesn't mean to say you've got to do 60, which is quite common, especially on this little bit of road that we're on now. But please just be mindful, 40 is the upper limit that's recommended. And just be visually aware of what's around you, and I'm sure you will have a beautiful day here in the forest. See some ponies to our left as we're going along. This is quite often what they do. They're in the shrubs and what have you, grazing. The next minute they will be on the roadside. It's probably a bit early for them at the moment. They're all probably just woken up and having their morning breakfast. Some donkey I've just noticed over on the left hand side. The camera probably wouldn't have picked them up, but there are some there. So there's that junction then, from previous videos, straight on down to Bewley and the National Motor Museum. Take to the left and we head to Exbury. You may have just seen that yellow sign. They've had to start putting them up around the forest because unfortunately people have been feeding the animals and approaching them, and it's as lovely as they are, we just got to remember they are wild, and by people feeding them it disturbs their diets, etc., and can make them unwell, which is, I'm sure, something nobody really wants. And they can kick and bite, and I have seen it, and trust me, even some of these youngsters, you do not want to be kicked by one of those, because you will sustain injuries 100%. There we go. This is what I love about this little bit of journey, although some of my friends from the M25 direction that came down here to join me for a fireworks show last year were a bit uncomfortable with, I think, with all the wildlife running around and the very tight fit of this road, and in places it can be pretty tight, but we'll just do our best. Camp grid we just gone over. It's basically to try and keep the wildlife and things in the forestry park rather than some of these, which especially this is quite a busy road. This is the usual thing that happens when you're out in the forest, especially early mornings and later in the evenings. You get stuck behind a tractor, which means the view is not so great, unfortunately. He may well turn off in a moment, so. You've probably picked up on the camera a lot of cyclists around, and this is quite a popular place for cycle clubs to come and have a ride out. So on the right, we're just approaching now the famous Exbury Gardens. It's well worth a visit if you're into your plants and flowers and so on and so forth. Morning, mate.
How you doing, mate? You alright?
I thought I'd make an effort today.
Yeah, well done. Bloody
Get the
hell.
old uniform out. I haven't worn it for a while. I've got 2 other cars coming as well,
Oh, brilliant.
just to try and support you a bit.
Yeah,
so.
thank you very much. Yeah, cheers.
But
Did they see you a bit of the fate?
Yeah, 1st of August. Yeah.
I knew they'd get you in on that as soon as they saw that. Yeah.
Well, I was. They invited me last year, so I was here last year. There was just 2 of us. I've got 6 cars coming this time
good.
round.
Brilliant.
And then they've mentioned about the firework show, which we did last year as well.
Firework night.
Firework. See you again. Ta-da. I'm alright, thanks, buddy. Sorry, every time I tried to come over, people kept coming up and
Well, I told you, didn't I?
about four
Thank
shows.
you very much.
4 shows now. People have come up and said, "Oh, could you bring?"
I told you though, didn't I? Told you.
Yeah.
I said you wouldn't have time to do it.
And tell you what, good turnout today,
Yeah, no,
mate.
brilliant,
Isn't
wasn't
it?
it? Cool.
Really, really good. I've just been talking to the staff in there, and they're like well happy with it, you know.
Cheers, guys.
But yeah, really good
Yeah.
turnout, mate.
Take care of yourself. See if your door's not shut.
Yeah, I won't be at the Tuesday this week because I'm back on horrible shifts this week, but I'll catch up with you down here
Yeah,
at
all
some
right,
point
yeah.
anyhow. All right, buddy, take care.
care.
See you later.
Cheers. Thank you.
Sunrise paints the eastern sky.
So that's the Exbury Club car meet for today over with, and thanks to Jeff and his team for organising another terrific day, and also the staff at Exbury Club for providing great refreshments as usual. So didn't really video any of the show because I was too busy basically being approached by various people and being invited to various events and things in the local area, which is great news. But thanks to Summer and Bob, they provided some photos for me to show, so at least get a bit of an idea of what the event is. So I'm just going to make the journey homeward now, and that will be it for today.
Windows down, wind blows free beneath midday. See old Mrs. Gable away from her porch swing slow and wide. She knows I'm always watching now with nowhere left to hide. Checking fences, checking barns, just making sure it's right. Keeping everything in order from morning till folks chase the city lights, the hustle and the speed. But give me open roads and fields, that's all I'll ever need. Simple pleasures, honest work, a life that feels so true. Underneath the Georgia sun, I'll always see it through. Oh, the sheriff of Gordon County, with a sausage roll in hand, sipping on a Dr. Pepper, patrolling this green land. From the pine trees to the pastures where the wildflowers grow, watching over good folk, putting on a show. Yeah, sausage roll and Dr. Pepper as the sun begins to fade. The sheriff of Gordon County, a promise I have made.